Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Doris IT, and on today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a 3 panels, which is 6 panels skirt. So let's get started. And please, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. So as I said, we are going to make a 6 panel skirt. It's a pattern actually we are going to draft. So it's the easiest way, and I'm sure that after this video you will find it easy to make a 6 panel skirt. So these are the measurements. We have our waist to knee 23 inches, the waist 29, hip 45, waist to hip 10.5, and as I said, it's a 3 panels, which is equal to 6 panel skirt, and the length is 44. So let's just get started. So as you can see, I've already marked out my lines. So this is my starting line. I have my waist, the waist to knee lines, and the length of my skirt. So right now, I'll just go ahead and take my waist to hip measurement, which is 10.5. 10.5. And the straight line too. So I'm just going ahead to connect my points. So let's name this waist to hip, and this is our knee line, waist to knee, and this is length. So as I said, it's a 6 panel. 6. So it's whatever measurement we have, we need to divide it by 6. And with my darts, with my center front, I want to be very creative with it. I don't want to have a normal panel at the center, like the center front. I don't want it to be too raw. I want to have fun with it. So I'm just going to use my dart measurement. So my dart, my between equal is 7, and I'm going to divide that by 2, which is 3.5. So I'll just go ahead and mark my 3.5 for the waist. And I want to be having something like this. I hope you can see that. Yeah, this. I want to be having something like this. So it means if here is 3.5, here should be more than 3.5 for the center front. I hope you can see that for the center front. So here I'm going to use 5 inches. Then here I'll reduce it by 2.5. So that I could have it going like this for the center front. So I have my 3.5 here. Just bring, okay. 3.5 is there. So for my hip, I'm going to use 5 inches. And for my knee, as I said, I'm going to use 2.5 for the center front. So let's connect our point. So then when it's finished, so this is our waist. So let me just mark this, our waist, our hip, which I've already told you, and this is our knee. So this is for the center front, So when you finish with that, then just come to the length, where you've marked your length. Then I want to have 10. I'm going to shape it by 10 inches, and I'll go, and all the shaping is going, I'll maintain 10 inches. I mean, for the side flare, I'm going to use 10 inches. For the center back, I'm going to use 10 inches. And connect. So remember I said I'm going to use 10 inches. So you just come, you stand here, then you mark the 10 inches, then you connect the line. So I hope that you see that. So now we have our center front. So let me just mark the center front. So as I said, after marking your 10 inches, then you place your tape from that 10 inches, that is on your length from your waist, from your waist to your length, whatever length that you want, then you mark 10 inches. And as I said, for the beginners, it's best you maintain the measurements you are using for your shaping. So for instance, if you are using 10 inches for a center front, and that is going to be this unfold, so that is going to be 20 for the flare. So you should maintain the same 10 inches throughout, so at the end of the day you have a balanced flow of the flare under your slit. So this is my 10 inches. So I just went ahead to mark and connect it to the knee, from the knee to the 10 inches I marked here. So as you can see, it's beautiful. But on normal days, if you want to have a normal panel, you don't want to have it so long. You just go, or you don't want to be creative around you, you just want to have a normal panel, you just go with your dad's measurement. Maybe you go here 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches throughout, then you just shape it, then you are okay to go. But right now, I just want to, okay, so this is it. Now we are done with our center front, so we just go ahead and do our side. So remember that it's 6 panels, so 1 at the front here, then we have 1 at the sides, 2 at the sides, so 1 here, 1 here, making it 3 at the front. So let's go ahead and create our side panels. So remember that after creating the center front, you need to add allowances. So you realize that with the center front, we need some allowances to join the side panels. So I have to go ahead, and this is half here, and half here. So I'll just go ahead and add 1 inch. That is half inch here, half an inch here, making it 1 inch. So I'll just go ahead and mark my 1 inch allowances. And allowances in panels is really important, because if you don't add the allowances after cutting your panel and constructing it, you begin shortening with your measurement, and you become short with your measurement. So allowances is really important in panels when you're making panels. So I'll just go ahead and mark my 1 inches. My 1 inch, my 1 inch, So realize that the pointing, you realize that our hip is not pointed, but I left it like that because it's a design I'm trying to create at the center. So on the side hip, I'll try to curve it through. Here I'll leave it like that, but I want it really pointed. So now that we are done with our center front and the allowance, so let's just write so that it doesn't confuse us. Allowance. So now you come here. Remember that Our weight is 29, and we've already taken 3.5 from our waist measurement. So right now we are going to subtract the 3.5 from the waist before we divide the rest by 4. Now what this is unfold, it is 2. It means this is folded and divided by 2. And it means we've taken the 2 inches. When you finish the waist measurement, you are going to have 7 inches here. So we are going to take out 7 from 29. I'll just go over that again. Our waist is 29, and we've taken 3 inches. We've used our dart measurement, which is 3.5, and this is our fold. It means when we cut this on fabric, we are going to have 7 inches. So we subtract 7 inches from our waist measurement. Then after subtracting it, we are going to be left with 22. So now we divide this 22 by 4. That is what we are going to use for our next waist measurement for the side. I hope it's clear. So we are left with 22. So let's go ahead and divide 22. We divide it 4 times. So 20 divided by 4 is 1. We have 11. And divide 11 again. We have 5.5. Or 5.5. Yeah. So that's what we are going to use for our next measurement. That's our next measurement for the waist. This is the waist. We've already subtracted the center front from the waist, because the center front waist measurement, as I said earlier, is unfold. So when we cut on fabric, it's going to be 7 inches. So here is going to be 7 inches. So it's just subtracted the 7 inches from the 29. And what we have left is 22. So we divided the 22 also by 4, because it's 6 panels that we are doing. So when we divide this, we had 5.5. So this is our 5.5. So now we come to our hip line. And remember that our hip here, we use 5 inches. Hope you can see that this is 5 inches. So we come back to our measurement and subtract 5 from our hip measurement. So after subtracting the 5 inches, you are going to be left with 40. And 40 divided by 4, you are going to get 10 inches. So we just place it here. Okay. So as I was saying, we need out with our hip measurement. So we've taken our waist measurement, which is 5.5 inches. So I could just go and cross check. Good. So our hip also, we realize that this is also a fold with our hip. And here I've taken 5 inches for my hip for the center front. So what we just do is, this is going to be unfold as well. So 5 plus 5 is going to be 10. Then because it's unfold, so 5 times 2, you are going to get 10. So this 10, you subtract it from your hip measurement. So 10 minus 45 minus 10, at the end of the day we are going to have 35. So now it's the 35 that we are going to divide by 4 for our side hip measurements. So 35 divided by 4. You're having 8¾ so this is the 8¾ you place it on your hip line. Hope you can see that, and then you mark your 8¾ now. Remember that with the knee measurement, the circumference for knee measurement is 36, and already we've taken 2.5 inches. That's 2.5 inches from the 35. And remember that this is unfold as well. So 5 minus 36. And one knee is 36 minus 5. You're going to be left with 31. So we are going to divide that by 4. So I'll just go ahead and divide 31 by 4. So automatically you see that you're having the same shape for your side. That and we are having 7 3/4 as well for the knee measurement. We can see that. So now what you just do, you go ahead and connect your point. So this is from the waist. Connect from the waist to your hip. So you can see that. So this time we are going to be needing our curve rule. So with this, you need your curve rule. And also here. Or you can just go ahead and blend it, because our hip are not pointed like that. This is different from the side. So you can see that. And let's go ahead and connect it. So as I said earlier, you make sure that you maintain your measurement for the leg. So on your length measurement again, you take your 10 inches. Remember we are using 10. Then you connect that point as well. Yeah. You connect it as well. So you can see that. And remember that it's a pattern we are drafting, and at the end of the day we are going to be cutting shoes. So on your knee side here, from here, you connect this line. So you stand here as well and measure your 10. So this is your 10. So you connect this point here to this point. I'm just going ahead to connect this. You see it. So from the side knee here, we're just creating a flare for that one. So that when I'll cut and I'll cut the flare for the side as well. And you can see that. Simple as A, B, C. Hope you can see that. So this goes like this. It goes like this. And this is the center front as well. You can see that. So side. So we just go ahead and our side allowance. I'll be needing 3 inches. So this is a pattern we are creating. So on your fabric, you make sure that you add the 3 inches, because 1 for joining to this, and also 2 inches so that in case you grow in size in the future, then you just open it. So that's why we'll be using that allowance for. So I'll just write it here, 3 inches size allowance. So it's here, it's going to be here. So we just go ahead and draft the back of our funnel. So with the back, the first thing we need to do is to create our zip allowance for the back. I'm just going ahead to create the zip allowance for the bag before I draft my pattern. So that's 2 inches. 2 inches all the way to the back. 2 inches. 2 inches. You read the line, the points, you connect the points. So with the center back, you just repeat what we have at the center front here. So remember that our weight here was, so when you're cutting the side, remember that you're going to cut times 4. So the side, you're going to cut 4 pieces of the sides. And we are going to repeat this for the center back. The only difference is the zip allowance. So remember that here was 3.5. So I'm just going ahead and mark my 3.5 here. I remember that at the hip side we use 5 inches. So this is my 5 inches as well. And remember that at the knee side we use 2.5. So remember that here we use 2.5, so I'm just going ahead to mark the 2.5 here. And remember that I said earlier that your shaping should always be the same. So I'm going ahead to mark my 10 inches as well for the shaping. So we can see that. So basically it's the same thing, we just connect the points. So this is our 3.5. Hope you can see that. And the center back too, I'm not going to do anything with the hip line. It will be pointed as that. So this on your measurements, that is on your length, the 10 inches of here. So you just connect as well. So you can see that. So that's it for the center back. So the only thing you need to do here, you remember that our back is not straight. You need to shape your back. So you stand on your 1 inches, then from your hip line to here, you will connect, you will make connect it just to shape your lines, because our back is not straight, it's not straight. So from here, as I said, you maintain your shaping line. So I'll still go out 10 inches from here. Remember it's 10. So from this line, I'll mark my 10 inches as 4. Hope you can see that. So, dropped your line out. That is it. So you come here. That's 1 inch. So we are marking it. So just ignore this line. So this is the measurement. So this is the zip. So from here to you can see that. From here come out. Just come out. cut from here. And cut this. Hi guys, so as we are doing as we were cutting the panel the last time, before we cut out the back for our panels. So now I went ahead to cut the other side and also the center, front and the side. So remember that with the side, I hope you can see that with the side, this is my side. This is my side. So I wrote here, you have to add 3 inches allowance at the side. So it means when I place this on my fabric, okay, let me just do this like this. When I place this on my fabric like this, I'll just go ahead and add 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. So after cutting the first two, use the first two as your pattern to cut the other one. So the only difference is you add the allowance here. I didn't add it to the pattern, just the pattern is drafting. So you just add it to the side, then you're okay with your panel. So remember that it's a 6 panel pattern that we're drafting. So this is how the side looks like. Hope you can see that. This is how the side looks like. You can see the flare. The volume is really beautiful. It's really, really huge. And we have the center back. Center back. So this is the center back. I hope you can see that. So this is the center back. I hope you can see that. Yeah. So right now the center back is not really straight because our back is not straight. So you can see it is my same allowance. And all this is unfold. So whenever you're cutting your fabric, you need to fold your fabric. You need to fold your fabric before you cut it. And we have our center front. So realize that we have the allowance, I've added the allowance, the sewing allowance, I've added it already. But the other allowance you're going to add to the side before you cut is the excess allowance. So in the future, when you're sewing, you don't shorten with your measurements. In the future, when you gain weight a little bit, you can open it up. So that's all that is for the panels. And today I hope you learned something new from this tutorial. And thank you very much for watching. And if you are new to my channel and just tuned into my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button and also the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you're always notified. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. Bye.